How's everyone this morning? Good?
Great.
Okay. It's Monday. Good morning, Commissioner.
Morning, Judge.
Well, thank you all. Is your family here, Tania?
Yeah,
Is your
they're all
family?
right back
Let's invite
there.
your family to come on up. Come on up and join.
Lots of extended family.
You're very, very
Typical
proud
Mexican
daughter.
family.
Come on up. Come on up.
Cousins.
Have Tanya surrounded by her family. Okay. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you all very, very much for being here. I really appreciate you making the time to come and meet the new commissioner for Precinct 3. Want to say a few words about what brought us here today and the way that I selected Mr. Gandara's replacement. As we all know, Mr. Gandara resigned last week, and I am the person tasked by the Constitution to replace him, to appoint his replacement. So I alone have that charge. And I really went through a lot of soul searching and a lot of due diligence. I had a choice between selecting a candidate or selecting a non-candidate. And ultimately, my choice was to select a non-candidate because I felt that it was in the best interest of the community. I really feel very, very strongly about what is happening in our community right now. And in many ways, we are in a crisis. And we are in a crisis of trust, and we are in a crisis of leadership, and our future, there's a lot at stake for our future. And I think under different circumstances, I might have taken a candidate into more consideration, but because I feel like things are really in somewhat of a fragile state right now, what I wanted to do was utilize this as an opportunity to build public trust. And so, having said that, I didn't close myself off completely. I didn't want to be completely shut off to any option. And so I always considered every option as an option. I also want to say that there were people who stepped up from the community to offer themselves up for the position. And I have a lot of admiration for people who are willing to put themselves into the fray because I made it clear to folks who were interested that if I selected a non-candidate, I wanted it to be someone who would not jump in at the last minute. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that that's appropriate. I also made it clear that the demands on this position are significant. The county right now has an incredibly ambitious agenda, one which I'm very, very proud of. We are going through strategic planning. We're going through capital improvement planning. We are instituting important and long overdue reforms. We're going to be entering a budget cycle where I hope we make investments instead of divestments. And so there's a lot of work ahead of us. And the fact that it's only a 7-month appointment and the expectation is so high obviously made it a challenge. There's not very many people who are able to give up their life for 7 months and devote it to public service. And even those who are able are not necessarily willing because it's a huge sacrifice. You essentially give up your life to turn yourself over to the public and to turn yourself over to a very ambitious commissioner's court, a very ambitious team, and the expectation is high. And so as I began the journey of the search, I also wanted to give myself a very short period of time because I did not want that seat to be empty for too long. It's not good for the organization, and it's not good for the community, and it's not good for the constituents. And so I gave myself a time limit. I initially said 48 hours, and then I thought, maybe till Monday. Let's wait till Monday. And I decided to seek someone out instead of appoint someone who was seeking the position out. And on Thursday, and as you all know, because I told you this, I talked to a lot of community advocates, I talked to community leaders in Precinct 3, I talked to trusted friends. I opened it up to department heads and said, if you have suggestions, let me know. I opened it up to a lot of people and said, I'm open. Let me know. Give me your suggestions. Give me your ideas. And one of the ideas and one of the names presented to me was Tania Chozet. So on Thursday night, unbeknownst to her, we met in what seemed like a casual, just hi, how's it going conversation. And it then became, poor thing, I think I grilled her. I think she started to get suspicious as I started asking her opinions about government, her opinions about public service, her opinions about where we're headed as a community. And at the end of the conversation, I said, would you be willing to consider this? And she was great. She said, I'll consider it. And I said, okay, let's talk tomorrow. So on Friday, we had a lengthy meeting. And in that meeting, really, I just wanted to get to know her a little bit better. And the more that I got to know her and the more that we talked about issues, the more I thought she has the intelligence and the integrity to restore public trust. And she has the work ethic necessary to keep up with a very ambitious agenda. And she has the public servant's heart to say, I'm willing to give up my job and do this for the people of El Paso for the next 7 months with no expectation and with really no desire to jump into any other fray at this time. Met with her again on Saturday. So I thought, let's sleep on it Thursday night, let's sleep on it Friday night. So on Saturday, we came to the mutual decision that this was the right thing for the county of El Paso. Before I swear her in, and after I swear her in, I'll let her say a few words, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself and answer any questions that you all might have. I do want to tell you that I think part of the opportunity in this, obviously it comes on the heels of unfortunate and sad circumstances, but part of the opportunity here is to raise the bar for the community and to say, we have great people in the community who are committed to public service, bless you, and nothing else. We have great people in the community who have skills and talents that they are willing to put to work on behalf of Precinct 3. And I hope by elevating the bar through this process and through the type of individual that I was looking for, that the community knows great leadership is within its reach. And it's up to voters to vet their candidates. It's up to voters to ensure that their candidates reflect their values and their principles. And all the crisis that I mentioned at the very beginning, it is well within our reach to change that from a crisis to an opportunity. And with the selection of Tania Chozet, I believe that's what I have done for the county. And so now I'd like to swear her in. And Tania, I need you to raise your right hand.
Okay.
And it's so wonderful that her whole family is here. And I'd like for you to repeat after me once I give you the green light. I need to first read. Pursuant to Article 16, Section 1 of the Texas Constitution, all elected or appointed officers, before taking the oath or affirmation of office prescribed by the section and entering upon the duties of office, shall subscribe to the following statement. So you'll repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Tania M. Chozet,
I, Tania M. Chozet,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I have not directly or indirectly
that I have not directly or indirectly
paid, offered, promised to pay,
paid, offered, promised to pay,
contributed or promised to contribute
contributed or promised to contribute
any money or thing of value,
any money or thing of value,
or promised any public office
or promised any public office
or employment for the giving
or employment for the giving
or withholding of a vote
or withholding of a vote
at the election
at the election
at which I was elected,
or
as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation,
or as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation,
whichever the case may be,
whichever the case may be.
so help me God.
So help me God.
And furthermore,
Pursuant
to Texas Local Government Code,
Texas Local Government Code,
Section 81.002A,
Section 81.002A,
I do solemnly swear
that
I will not be interested, directly or indirectly, in a contract with or a claim against the county, except a contract or claim expressly authorized by law or a warrant issued to me as a fee of office. And now the official oath of office, and I, Tania M. Chozet, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of El Paso County Commissioner, Precinct 3 of the state of Texas, and will to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state, so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I'll ask you to be patient. I'm really new at this. Primeramente, quiero decir que tengo mucho honor de poder aceptar esta posición y representar la gente de mi distrito. I just want to say I'm very humbled. This is all very new to me. It essentially happened overnight. Several years ago, I became determined to dedicate my professional career to social justice. And the past few years, I've been working on immigration issues. That's where my passion lies. I'm also very protective of the community I was raised in. I went to Pasadena Elementary and graduated from Isleta High School in '94. And I have the community and my family to thank for all that I've been able to achieve. So I felt that when I was offered this opportunity, I really owed it to the community to try and work to improve the place that I know as my childhood home, that's become my home again, just in the past couple of years. And I know that there's a lot of hard work ahead of me. I'm very hardworking, and I'm very willing to do what it takes to serve the people of my precinct and the people of this county. Thank you.
Your oath. Okay, now I will sign. And you are now our commissioner. And thank you all very much. One of the first things that we're going to do together, Commissioner Chozet and I'm going to reach out to as many community leaders as possible from Precinct 3. She is really eager to do everything she can in the next 7 months. It's not just about keeping the seat warm. It's not just about being a steward for the time being. For Commissioner Chozet, I know she feels that this is an incredible opportunity to utilize these 7 months to do the most possible for the constituents of Precinct 3. And so we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that she meets as many folks in the precinct as possible. We've got a great team on the 3rd floor. We're all going to do a lot to make sure that she's successful. She's going to make sure the county is successful, and together this is a new day for El Paso County. Thank you all very much for being here, and I know you all have a lot to talk to the commissioner about.